Hey guys, do you want to see a teen comedy directed by a female director featuring a delivery boy?
Yeah, progressive.
If you do, then Valley Girl is for you.
Valley Girl is the movie that we're talking about for this episode of
our show.
Shrug emoji.
Yeah. Nick Uncaged, loose cannon.
And that's actually a good point. So lately we've been covering the movies from the Canon Group. And the main reason why we started covering those movies is because we watched all of the Nick Cage movies.
Yep.
But in honor of the new Nick Cage movie that's coming out at the end of November, we decided to revisit some old Nicolas Cage movies.
Yep.
So we're just starting with number one, the first Nicolas Cage movie, and our very first episode.
Yes.
Subject, Valley Girl. So,
How long ago? Because that was our first episode.
yes.
How long ago was that?
Year and a half?
I thought it was over 2 years.
I thought I was going to say at
Yeah.
least 2 years.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I just know it was in the springtime.
That would be 3 years then this spring.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
It's like-
Very professional.
I mean, I just don't want it to obstruct my face.
The moneymaker, I know. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's like a whole new world.
There we go.
Now I feel like the drummer from Megadeth, where like all this shit's mounted upside down.
For those who have not seen Valley Girl, Julie, a girl from the valley, meets Randy, a punk from the city. They are from different worlds and find love. Somehow they need to stay together in spite of her trendy, shallow friends.
Seriously.
They are really fucking shallow.
Yeah, oh, yeah, big time. They kind of got on my nerves. Like that. Like, because I remembered it from the first time we watched it.
Yeah.
And so this time I'm just like, oh, these shitty people again.
Right.
Like, that's always like, but.
Brian,
Yeah.
do you recommend Valley Girl?
I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a pretty good movie, especially
Yeah.
like his first one.
Brian, and do you recommend Valley Girl?
I do.
Nice.
I do.
And I concur. I recommend it. It's better than I remember.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I got pumped because Dottie.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so
I got excited all over.
I was like, yes, Dottie. And then,
Yes!
exactly. And then when I saw Nick Cage the first time, I'm like, oh, what a hunk. Like, well, because now we're seeing him. You know, he's like,
True.
getting a little older now.
But his very first scene in this movie, though, is him running on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't even show him. It shows the girls, and they're like, "Oh, look at that hunk over there," and he's like tripping in the sand.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess that's attractive.
With the weirdest chest hair, too.
That has to be
he-
shaved.
Oh yeah,
Or, like
it's
in that
because
shape.
when some shirts he wears, it's like perfect to line up with the chest.
Yes.
Like he did it on purpose, definitely. Yeah,
He's Superman.
yeah.
And he almost was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The one thing that I didn't remember about this movie is that Julie, the main love interest, is kind of a terrible person.
Yes.
She had like very few redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
It's like, Nick Cage, you can do better than her.
Yeah. She's very wishy-washy.
Dude, Dottie was banging, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, she was.
And is she super short?
Yes, she is. I think she's 2'7". Yeah. Pee-wee. That's my Dottie impression. Yeah.
It kind of sounds like your
she's-
Godfried.
She's got that raspy.
Yeah, like
especially when
smoker's
you- yeah,
voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's attractive. It's hot. Yeah, I like it.
I am curious what else she's been in.
Take me to the shops, the classy ones. I've got some shopping to do.
Funny money.
Were corn dogs really all the rage back then? The corn dog place at the mall, that's a fucking focal point in the movie.
Yes.
It's like always there in the backdrop.
Yeah. I was say, was it a mall thing? But then I'm just thinking of like, high school football games. It's like corn dog was the
Right.
one thing they always had.
But like it was even like a center of focus, like in a Saved by the Bell episode.
It's because I think it's like one of those easy fast food type things that you can put in a mall. That
Stranger Things too.
Yeah, like that was like a thing. Like corn dogs were like a big thing, and I just don't know. It was
They
an
aren't
80s
that
thing.
good.
It was just-
There's got to be something
They're not
better you can
great.
dip hot dogs in.
I would assume it depends a lot on the type of batter you're using. So I assume at malls and at high schools, it's like the dirt cheap, just probably made out of dirt. But like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
did some like high quality like buttermilk like dough that has some good ingredients, that could probably.
And then like
I
have
want
like
gourmet
a,
corn dogs.
like a spicy butter honey, like
Oh,
over
with
it.
aioli or something
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh yeah. It could be
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It could be good.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had a corn dog.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
You know, but
Especially one that didn't come from the freezer.
yeah, exactly.
Those are the worst.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I don't know if you guys noticed. We don't. I mean, I was consciously trying to not talk about the things that I did.
Yeah, the same
the first
things.
time around.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
know it's gonna happen.
Well,
Yeah.
I forgot that. So there's a party, and
Yes.
Nick Cage's friend overhears the address. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the valley." He's like, "I don't want to go to the valley," and then they end up going to the party because they see the girls there. And he's like, "Oh, the girl." Like, I don't know if he's like, "Those girls are gonna be there," or just the girls are gonna be there.
He's like, I've seen the girls that are
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And
So-
then one of the girls says, "I want a corn dog."
I want a corn dog.
I want a pizza.
Diet capture corn fries. Those are
I got
I'm sure. The Diet Pepsi's diet.
Maybe they're really good at the beach. Maybe they're really good corn dogs. They're just
Ugh,
missing
can you
out.
imagine like a real hot day and just eating a corn dog though?
Yeah, like in a nice
I feel
flannel.
like corn flannel, and I feel like corn dogs are always like scalding hot in the middle too. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the
that makes
beach,
sense.
sunny
Yeah,
day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the girls are at the beach, and then they're like, "Oh, what a hunk!" And then like that's when we're introduced to Nick Cage.
Yes. Yeah. So he's like standing there, no shirt, just be like, "Oh, I'm at a beach." Okay, great. And then, I don't know. Did it go right to the party? Something like that.
Well, it shows them getting ready for the
That's
party.
right. Yeah, so they're
Yes.
getting ready.
Because the one girl, she's wearing like the legit pirate shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that when they're dancing to the music and everything? Was that
No.
later?
In their
underwear?
Yeah.
That was way
That's
later.
later.
That's right. Okay. Okay. I remember now because I just remember that the mom wanted Skip. That's what I'm trying to get
Yes,
to.
right.
I forgot about that. I was
Yeah,
like,
the
I'm
mom that's
that
like
is-
5 years older than her daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. How old is she supposed to be?
I mean, old enough to be her mom.
Right, yeah.
But-
yeah, she looked really young. And then the
Right.
guy that's supposed
Yeah.
to be her boyfriend or whatever was
Yeah.
really creepy.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Which
yeah.
it took me a few scenes to be like, oh, that's supposed to be the dad.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
right, yeah, it was very yeah, and the mom was just, like, she was not a good mom. Even like without the Skip thing, she's like, "Oh, don't be so eager."
Oh,
but she's like, "Oh,
right.
Skip
Yeah.
over here." I'm like, she likes him. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
In I forget whose bedroom they were in. Oh, it must have been the room that they were getting dressed in. So I don't know if you guys noticed the posters. So there's a Devo poster,
Yes.
and then right next to it is it's a poster.
Oh, yes.
Where it says "I heart ET" and it's him like on the phone.
Yeah. And that's the same bedroom that has a folded out umbrella.
Yeah,
like
which
right
is-
in the middle.
That's fucking bad luck, dude.
Yeah.
That's an awesome poster.
At that party, I don't remember the first time around, but now rewatching it. So obviously it's the 80s. Lots of people have collars, which was hard to get used to.
Yeah.
But there's a few occasions throughout the movie, but especially at the party scene, people would have two collars.
Oh.
So basically they would have a collared shirt, but then they would have a jacket over it that also had a collar. I was like, oh, I thought that was just a meme, but I guess people actually did that.
And why was Electric Avenue such a hit back then?
Because that's where you rock down to. We see his first mini freakouts. Well, they're not really freakouts. It's when they leave the party. Because
Oh, they don't leave.
Well, Nick Cage they get kicked out with
Yes.
his friend, and then Nick Cage is like, "You know what? No, I want her. She wants me."
Right.
They go back. He sneaks in and breaks in. And,
The way he kicks
Yeah.
his mom's
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
He's like,
yeah. Well, he hides in the bathroom, and then like some shenanigans go on when he's hiding in the
yeah,
bathroom.
that's the thing. Where like he's waiting
Yeah.
waiting in the bathroom in
Yeah.
the shower
Yeah. Yeah.
for what's her face,
Yeah.
and like all these different people keep coming in.
Was that his plan to wait for her to use
That's
the
what I
bathroom?
assume.
Okay.
I guess. And she's like, "You're crazy. What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Let's get out of here."
Yeah, she seemed oddly okay with like a dude just like in the bathroom, like, I'm waiting for you.
Right. Yeah. Different
Ladies.
Yeah, they leave. They go to Hollywood, and Nick Cage knows everyone on the streets.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't do that. I'll talk to you later.
Being someone who's been to Hollywood a couple of times, I just nothing is fucking appealing about Hollywood to me. I don't have any urge to go back there.
I've never heard any good things
Dude,
about
it's
it.
so it's you can just sense the fakeness.
Oh, I'm sure.
There.
Ugh.
Not like the Midwest. We gotta wear sweaters.
I mean, that keeps you real.
Yeah. I gotta do some yard work later. But it's just like, I don't know, dude. It's just, I remember like when I was there, just like some fucking, just like uber fucking blonde fucking bimbo was walking out of the Starbucks. She's got the fucking small purse. She fucking gets into her fucking Escalade. And it's just, and then I remember later I went to another Starbucks. I know I'm not helping my case because I went to Starbucks twice when I was there. But like there was like some girls like, yeah, she invited me. She didn't invite me to her party, and it was over Twitter where everybody could see it. And like these are real things that I heard, dude. Like it's
worrying about stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's like
nothing matters.
That's important to them, and it's like, no, that's not important at
like
all.
who cares if like Kanye West gifted Kim Kardashian a weird hologram video of their dead dad. This is a real thing, dude.
Oh no!
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Fucking weird, dude.
At the party, Nick Cage eats a lot of wasabi.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what is pistachio paste?
Yeah, and it's like a
And he's
that's a
fine.
lot.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Like I like wasabi, but
Right.
it hits you. Like you can't not feel it.
Have you ever seen like videos of people like eating whole balls of wasabi? Oh, it's pretty funny.
Right on your tongue. Okay, that's it.
Look at you. You did it. Okay.
They leave that party and then they go. They're in Hollywood and then they go to that one club. And they start being like, well, you guys are fake. Well, we're this. Well, you're this.
Right.
They bicker back and forth. And that one guy's like, well, our music has emotion.
Yes.
And then he starts like getting really into it. And that one girl's like freaking out. Like,
So one of my problems with this movie is that Nick Cage and his friend Fred are supposed to be like the punk rockers from the other side of town.
Yes.
There's no punk rock music in this movie.
No.
It's all like new wave.
Right.
well, I think that's their
And
whatever.
the band that they're listening to is like, oh no. When they're driving, he's like, I really like this song.
Yeah.
It's like butt rock, dude.
Yeah.
It's like Van Hagar
Yeah.
like type shit.
Yeah.
The worst Hagar.
I like this song.
I hate the song. I hate this music.
Yeah, they aren't very. Yeah, they're almost like more like new wavy.
So no,
Yeah.
I looked at it's post-punk, which is like Depeche Mode, like,
Which is good. I like
yeah,
that. I like
well,
that.
that's what they. But it's not. I actually did a Wikipedia thing of like to look at what post-punk it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's to keep the punk like type of attitude, but look at new types of like music, like
Right.
how they have like the synthy stuff, like going
Yeah.
towards that instead of like your basic guitar, bass, drums, and that's it. You know, they wanted to use different types of elements.
Can we talk about the driver's ed scene?
Oh God!
The constant screeching of the tire.
He was at the party.
Eyes forward, mouth shut.
And I didn't catch it the first time, but the driver's ed teacher jumps out of a moving car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tuck and roll, Grandma. Tuck and roll.
Yeah. Well, it was really strange. Like we never did that when I was learning to drive. Like we weren't in a big, huge parking lot following a person in front of me. Like it was like we would just go out and drive.
Aside from Rocky 4, is the the montage where they're playing Melt With You? Is that the most 80s montage ever?
Seen the difference and it's getting better all the time.
That's pretty fucking 80s.
Yeah.
I liked it, and
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought.
But I really liked it.
Well, you don't have to go to Hollywood or anything if you wanted to, because they show you all like the places you could see, all like the fancy neon signs. So
Right.
like, okay, awesome. I saw what I need to see. No reason to leave my house. I can
Yes.
just be here forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm sure there's more 80s montage somewhere, but it's a good encapsulation
Yes.
of the 80s.
Yes.
Agreed.
And without making it almost like a parody of itself.
Yeah.
Very
Agreed.
earnest.
Yeah.
So obviously, I really like Dottie, but she totally has a line in this movie where it's like all the girls are having a sleepover or something.
Yes.
And they discover her mom's lingerie, which is super weird.
Yeah.
So Dottie like is holding it up, and she goes,
No man can resist my.
"Just gotta leave that take in there, huh?"
Yeah.
When they're all dancing in their underwear, did you guys see that Ruffles bag?
Yes.
It's like a fucking bear opened it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like just
It's so funny. Like, I must be getting like super old because all I'm thinking is like, enjoy that food now, kids, because you won't be able to eat that in 20 years.
Oh, I was thinking like enjoy like trying to close that back up.
no,
You're gonna have to fucking fold that over.
I was like, man, 20 years, you can only eat one of those potato chips and they're going to gain 5 pounds. Yeah, exactly.
Next stop, Fat Town.
Yeah, yes. So, one of my favorite parts, but I probably really like, is when the dad gives the advice to his daughter when she's like, I don't know if I should date Tommy or him. I forgot the guy.
Yes,
Cage's name.
but before they start that conversation, because Julie's like, oh, there's something wrong, and she's kind of being like vague about it.
Yeah.
And the dad goes, get the more expensive one. It fits better. I was like, what is the dad talking about?
I thought it was good advice. Like, he was like, just like, follow like how you feel. Like,
You know, it's funny. Like when he was gonna show the pictures. Because I thought he was going to try and relate it to her more. He's like, hey, yeah, I looked real different too. And I thought he'd be like, oh, your mom was like totally not like me. But he's like, yep, I was different.
yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Dad, you're making this about you.
It's like, shut up.
Was it supposed to be a shocker that he was a hippie?
I think it was more of like your mom married me because even though I look different, so you shouldn't not you shouldn't, but like take into account like just because he looks different.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like it's what's on the inside that counts.
I thought the whole idea was like, oh, look at me, I used to be a hippie. But like in the movie, he's wearing sandals and he has an organic food restaurant.
Well,
How
it's like
embarrassing.
I might have looked like that now, but like look at me now. It's like it's just
that
by
makes
what
sense.
you. Yeah. And then I love she decides to be like, oh, her friends are like assholes, and we're basically not gonna be friends with you if you don't date Tommy again. And she starts dating
Tommy was
Tommy.
an asshole too.
Yeah, Tommy was because he started like trying to get with Dottie at the beginning, and Dottie was like, well, if we do this, like we're together,
right?
He was like, no, like, and I was like, oh fuck, I got asshole.
Piece of work.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But so when he gets, I love the part when he's like, he gets drunk, and he like turns the corner and he goes, bam, right in that guy's face.
Yeah, the fucking camera. Bam!
It's also at that scene where he like hooks up with that one girl.
Right.
It sounds like they had, a history together, whatever.
2 months ago.
Yeah. Doing it in a club bathroom seems pretty gross.
Yeah, that was
A punk
gross.
rock
Yeah.
venue. Like,
Yeah, and then his friend like is like, no, like you're being stupid.
Right.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
They got a plan or whatever.
He's like, yeah, you got to win her back. And then he
Yeah.
keeps showing up randomly.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of cool.
was all
I
right.
didn't mind that. Like, of course, the ones where he's like, I work here now. I
Yeah.
work here now. Like, those are whatever. But
He's got the Charles Bronson effect. Where how does he get these jobs
yes.
so easily?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but yeah, I did like though when he's the ticket taker at the movie theater.
Is this in 3D? No, but your face is.
Oh, like I hate 3D. These be enemies.
Not in 3D. Have a nice flight.
And then he kidnaps her at the end, and then everything's great.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Something about the ending though was a little unfulfilling.
Well, it's because nothing really happens to Tommy. Like, he still is the king of prom or whatever, and like, sure, like he doesn't get the girl at the end, but it's like,
I don't know. It just
It's weird because it almost has was it The Graduate? With Dustin Hoffman?
Yes, it does.
It starts to look like it's going to be that way.
Right.
Because they're kind of like looking at each other, but like
Yeah.
uneasy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they start like laughing and smiling.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
But I don't
guess.
know, maybe he should have like uppercutted Tommy off the stage and he should have like fell in like a bowl of punch or something like that.
that's what I'm
Everyone
saying.
laugh at him.
Well, it was
like he should have got his comeuppance like from
Back to
his
the Future
peers.
did it great because Back to the Future, like, it was like
Yes.
that. Like, if they would have had like a Back to the Future type
Yes,
ending,
100%.
like, that would have been
I
fantastic.
mean, he smashes the cake in Tommy's face, though.
yeah, I mean it's good.
something.
It's something. Yeah.
But like maybe like more of like a reaction, like from
Yeah.
the people like, oh shit, like,
Yeah. Not what you're saying.
That is true. There's like zero reaction
Right, yeah.
during that whole fight
Because
scene.
even his friend is still in the high school, standing there,
Right.
Like, and no one's like beating him up either. It was just like
Yeah.
a hurry into this, just finish the stupid movie kind of ending.
Right.
But
Just a little bit of trivia. Again, I didn't want to like, because I feel like, I went over
Right.
trivia last time, so
yeah.
I didn't want to do the same ones.
Yeah.
So just a few things. When Nicolas Cage pulls out that little whistle thing,
Yeah.
I forgot that
he's
too.
very bad at somehow. That was a Wowie whistle. Wowie whistles were novelty harmonicas made from orange chewing wax. And they were popular Halloween treats during the 70s and 80s.
Why does he even blow that?
It's so out of place in that scene.
It's weird.
It feels like he was like, I'm gonna do something that's like edgy or whatever, and like he did it, and they're just like we're not redoing this take. Let's just keep it in.
The sun's coming up.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
The director was required by the film's producers to show female breasts 4 times.
Oh,
4 times? It wasn't really 4 times.
yeah.
Now that we've talked about Valley Girl, Brian, do you recommend it still?
I still recommend it.
Yeah. Brian, do you recommend Valley Girl?
Yep. I can't remember if I did back then, but
Yeah.
I think even more so now. It has its place, in cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. I agree.
I would take this. I would take this love story over any fucking bullshit black and white fucking terrible acting fucking movie.
Why don't you come up sometime, see me?
This has a nostalgia factor.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's
Now, do you
one
think
of the biggest
Do
things.
you think that's because of how old we are?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, not all the stuff, but a nice amount of it's like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember malls.
I remember
yeah,
orange
yeah.
whistles.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
orange whistles.
I remember Nicolas Cage.
Until next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good journey.
Hey, Brian here. Thanks for checking out Nick Uncaged and Loose Cannon. Best way you can help other people find out about us is like, comment, share, and subscribe to the podcast.